And the recording is rolling.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. For most of you, ladies and gentlemen, we certainly appreciate you being on the call with us today. On behalf of Tornadorising, we welcome each and every one of you to this live call. And for those of you that are new and are joining us for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is not about hype. We don't believe in hyping people up. We believe in giving you the facts and it's in its entirety. It's very simple, straightforward, and everyone has the opportunity to use their own wisdom. With that, we want to congratulate each and every one of our leaders. We have some phenomenal leaders with us today, and we have some great minds. We are thankful for each and every one. We are thankful for those of them being with us on this journey. And, right now we have Dr. Levine. I will give Mr. Frank Ankra, the ambassador for Africa, to introduce Mr. Levine. It's because of him he are here with us today. We appreciate each and everything that he's doing for us, and Mr. Frank and all the other leaders. We have tremendous leaders in our group, even our very own Gilbert, Dad, Jacqueline, and to name a few. We have some other leaders that's from around the world, and we certainly appreciate each and every one of you. I want to thank God for my partner, Richmond. I want to congratulate him again for his beautiful newborn baby boy. This past week here, he was in the hospital and his wife gave birth. And yeah, we just appreciate the family and the new entry into this world. We want to thank God for each and every one of them, and for that, and also for the fact that, life is a precious thing, and we certainly appreciate his new rival in the family. So, he's a guy that's working extremely busy behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. So kudos to him. Okay, so I will give it to Frank to introduce Mr. Levine, and we can kick it off. I know everyone is excited. We all anticipating and waiting this moment. We have some exciting updates. We have the presentation. I think everyone going to be phenomenally pleased with everything that we have done so far and where we are heading and what we're about to do. Okay, so Mr. Frank Ankra, you can take it over now.
Okay. A very, very good afternoon from Ghana, West Africa. Good evening, good morning, good night, each and every person on this call. I'd like to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you for acknowledging this meeting and being on this great call, to knowing the updates, and also to knowing what is up for us all. Without much ado, I'd like to introduce to you one great leader who has created over 100 multi-millionaires on the internet marketing space. He's somebody who personally trained me in network marketing, especially affiliate marketing. And I'm really excited to have him on this great call. He goes by the name Dr. Lieven, and he has some great information. He's currently in Portugal, and I want you to pay rapt attention with this great information he's about to unleash to us all. This opportunity is about to transform lives. This opportunity is about to take you from grass to grace. This opportunity is about to take your situation from tragic to magic. And I would like to use this opportunity to say that you are in the right opportunity at the right time with the rightful leaders and with the rightful guidance. I'm really excited, and I'd like to give this opportunity to each and every person to hear what our great speaker, great mentor, our great leader is about to tell us all. Thank you very much, and let me hand over to you, Mr. Dr. Lieven. Thank you.
I appreciate the introduction, Frankie, and I also greatly appreciate you introducing me to this Tornadorising program. As with any program, yes, the product is very important. Yes, the compensation plan is very important. As a matter of fact, we're going to take a look at that right here, right now. But the most important part is the people who are behind it. And I can definitely vouch that Billy and Richmond, the two people behind the program, are people of decency, they're people of integrity, and they're people of efficiency. Now, Efficiency is, as with any new program, needs to unroll itself, because we're coming out of the gate relatively in our underpants, so to speak, or like in warehouse style. And that's because we wanted to make sure that it didn't get delayed, because I think we all know some programs that take over a year before they even think about starting, and we still don't know dates on when they're going to start. So here, this is different. We're making sure that you can go out and share this program already, and that you, as of next week, and I'll leave that part to Billy, when it is expected next week, but where we will be able to actually already receive earnings. So that comes with the fact, you can almost call it like beta testing, that a couple things are gonna malfunction or will only function partially. That is something, please be patient with us. If you want a perfected program, come back in a month, and I guarantee you all the dots will be placed on the I's, and at that point it'll be a smoother experience. But here we are, entrepreneurs. We don't mind if we're buying a new place that, you know, that there is a little bit of dust around and there may be some furniture in the way. And anyways, here it is. I will now switch to my PowerPoint screen. Then, as it says, a major storm is coming, a tornado storm is coming, and boy, it's a money storm. And in the original plan, we know that we were going to go through five levels of a, for those who like technical terms, a company forced matrix. What that actually means is it cannot go endlessly wide. There's only 2 spots right under the company, and then there is 4 spots under that, 5 levels deep, and that's one matrix. Once that one is full, it goes on to filling up the next one. But the second part in the original plan was that there was going to be a continuum to be paid $1,450 every 2 weeks. Now, when I saw that, I wanted to be able to speak with the owners. In this case, that was Billy and Richmond. And I actually wanted to plead with them to make a modification. And we have beautifully converged. We've synchronized together, and we're completely in tune and in tandem on this. Now, before we actually look at that, we need to try to understand what I was trying to propose to the owners. We must first try to fully understand the program, and especially we have to look at how amazing the profit is. So let's dive in together. You've already heard that this program is unique in that we're all going to be working with one link, the same link, the tornadorising.com link. That's very unusual. The reason why that is actually because we're the owners, they wanted, the reason, because they chose to do it that way, they wanted to make sure that everyone would be able to earn equally. And that meant including the people who are not good at sponsoring. So whether you're sponsoring or not, a position in the program is earning equally. That is technically, financially, economically very, very, very important. So why is that important? Well, because when it comes to sponsoring, 97% of the people fail. Typically only 3% of the members are actually able to sponsor well. Actually, the really big sponsors are usually less than 1%. So that means that there is a huge failure rate by other people who are not good at sponsoring. So how is this being done? Technical term, don't worry about the technical terms. There is no examination here, is we're using a straight liner. And a straight liner means the following. Every $50 position is placed based on the timestamp. Whenever the purchase is made, a time stamp is made, and it goes into a straight line after the previous position that was purchased. So if somebody just bought before you, there is his position or her position. Your position at the time that you purchase is placed behind that earlier person. Second part is that means that every position that is purchased after yours is going to be placed behind your position. You kind of need to think of it as a train with wagons. And there is, you may see the train already with 52 wagons. You're number 53. Well, you're placed behind number 52. All the other wagons are going to be placed behind your position. Now, why is that so important? Because that means every position that is bought after yours will be pushing you forward. This is, I've worked one of the biggest blockbuster programs on the internet that did over $300 million that used that concept. This is very, very, very powerful. So then from that straight liner, from that sort of waiting line, a straight line, you can compare it as a waiting line, because in that straight line, it's first come, first serve. Whichever position is purchased, that's the next one. Then your position moves. You can almost call that arriving in the train station, and is placed into a 2x5 matrix. Now, again, that's a technical term, and don't worry, the program is running all automatically. But just to maybe get a little bit of a mental idea of what a 2x5 forced matrix is, well, it actually holds 62 positions. There is 2 positions underneath you, then there is 4 positions underneath that on the second level, then there is 8 positions, then 16 positions, and 36 positions. If you add them all together, that's 62 positions in such a matrix. So when you look at it, you've seen it in the compensation plan, perhaps. On the first level, 2 positions. On the second level, 4. On the third, there is 8. On the fourth, 16. On the fifth, 32, for a total of effectively 62 positions. Now, we're going to get paid on each of these levels. On level 1, $40. Level 2, $135. Level 3, $325. 4, $700. 5, a whopping $1,450. Now, in most programs, in order to get to these levels, you have to fill those positions. But this is not the case. We're all together going to fill those positions. Can you see how exciting that is? Can you see how that will help people who are not used to sponsor? So let's take a look at that level 1. It says we're going to be paid $40. When the 2 positions below you are complete, you get paid $40. Remember, I'm looking at this chart, but we're just walking through it, that on level 1, you get $40. Level 2, you get $135. Level 3, $325. Level 4, $700. And then level 5, $1,450. Now keep in mind, this is on a single $50 position that you're getting paid. And you can purchase as many positions as you wish with a maximum of 1 position per day. So what does that actually mean? That level 1, that $40. Let's kind of put our accounting hat on for a second. I don't like accounting too much. It's too boring, too much paperwork. But sometimes we need to listen to the accountant to fully understand something, right? If you've paid $50 and you're getting $40 back, you almost got your money back. So you're almost at, they call that technical term, break even. That's pretty darn good, right? You almost got your money back. That's fantastic. And you may have not introduced anybody yet, because those two people probably are going to they will have been placed there by the system. Now, when it comes to level 2, you're going to get paid $135. Now, that's on top of your $40 from level 1. Wow. That brings it to $175. Take a look in the white frame, what $175 is. That is 350%. If we wanted to use the technical term, we could call it ROI, return on your investment. Of course, this is not an investment. This is not a licensed investment. This is investing in advertising. And that is where you get a reward on your advertising of 350% or 3.5 times your money back. Now, as a point of reference, I put it underneath there. If you did that in a bank, assuming your bank would be willing to pay you back a return on $50, and believe me, they don't. Right here in Portugal, they've just decided any account under $7,000, you need to pay to have a bank account. How is that for fun? So, but let's go back a few years when banks still were willing to pay like 0.5% per year. It would take you 700 years to earn what you're already earning on level 2. 700 years. I don't know, 7 lifetimes. So, but it gets better because that's only level 2. On level 3, we told you would get paid 325. You add that to your 175, that's a round number 500. When you bought a position at 50, and now you already have been paid $500, that means you received 1,000%, 10 times your money back. In the bank. Now you're 2,000 years old. You got a long beard, and I don't know how that would work. But whoops, I skipped one. Level 4. I'm so excited I can't even push the buttons anymore. Level 4, you get paid $700. $700 on top of the $500 is $1,200. Folks, $1,200. On a $50 advertising package. And yes, in that ad pack, you're going to get text ads, you're going to get banner ads, and you're going to get video impressions. So real product, no Ponzi here, real product, but you get rewarded for purchasing advertising. How much? In this case, we're already at $1,200. That is 2,400% in the bank. That would take you 4,800 years. Good God, George. I don't know if I'll still have teeth at that point. In 4,800 years, my beard will hang down 4 floors. And then level 5. Level 5, you get an additional, on top of the 1,200, an additional $1,450. That brings it to a total of $2,650. $2,650. Folks, in the white box, you see it there? It's 5,300%. That means you received 53 times your money back. Yes, in the bank. 10,600 years. This is what George will look like in 10,600 years. I wonder what he's smoking. Oh my God. Even if you believe in reincarnation, you'd have to come back 139 lifetimes to get that kind of profitability from your wonderful bankster. Did you notice I didn't call him a banker, I called him a bankster, because we know that they prefer to steal our money. Heck, they're working with our money, but they don't pay us but peanuts, and they're pretty rotten peanuts if you ask me. So, jump to the previous screen. Please look at that 5,300%. Let's put that in perspective. Here is 2 blockbuster programs. Some of you may have been in them. Some of you probably have heard of them. Banner's Broker only paid 200%. If you bought a $10 yellow panel, good God, what a joke, huh? You had to then wait till it doubled up to $20. That right there is 200%. Traffic Monsoon, a very well-run program. Charles Scoville, I salute him for the brilliance of his program. Banner's Broker, they were crooks, and they ended up in jail where they need to be. They deserve to be. But just from a point of reference, 135% in Traffic Monsoon. Now, I jump back to the previous screen. Remember in red there, 5,300%. Now let's compare that. Banner's Broker, 200%. Traffic Monsoon, 135%. Tornadorising, 5,300% over the 5 levels. That's 26.5 times more than Banner's Broker ever paid. That's 39.2 times more than Traffic Monsoon ever made. Now I think you're going to be able to follow me. Remember, in the original plan, we were going to be paid on those 5 levels, but then there was a second system that was going to see to it that you were going to get paid $1,450 every 2 weeks. And that's when I said, uh-oh, I need to talk with Billy. And I need to talk with Richmond because of that second part. And here is what I said, that what it says in the red there. Don't pay us that much, please. And Billy and Richmond said, but Dr. Lieven, nobody has ever asked us something like that. Most people, they want to be paid more and more and more. I said, well, yeah, I know. And then we went through what you and I have just gone through, the levels of how much we actually get paid, meaning that we're actually getting paid 5,300%, which I told them, I said, if anybody complains that that is not enough, send them to me. I'm going to punch them until they see it. You know, so anyways, they understood. And so let me go to the next slide, which is, what's the most important thing in a program if you're getting paid well? What's the next most important thing in a program if and when you're getting paid well? It's sort of the elephant in the room, right? And I'm not referring to me and my belly. But what's the next most important thing? Right there, the longevity. How long is this going to last? And don't tell me you haven't thought about that, because everybody should be thinking about it. And of course, we're wondering, what if this program is going to begin to slow down, or even worse? What if it comes to a screeching halt and to a stop? Well, reality check. Yes, we present that here you can earn passively without sponsoring. But guess what? On the internet, where is the money made? By introducing people. So somebody needs to bring in the new people. Somebody or something. I mean, you think that that is the sign of a Ponzi? No, it is not. Or a pyramid? No, it is not, because we have a real product. But even McDonald's needs to bring in new people. Did you know that McDonald's invests, actually every franchise holder is obliged to do this, needs to allocate 300 euros of advertising per new child born. George, when your baby was born, boom, there was another 300 euros that needed to be paid. So, Richmond, keep popping babies, because McDonald's will need to pay another $300 for every baby that is born. Why? Because they need to make sure that people, whatever people order advertising keeps bringing in new people. So Now we're going back to that original idea. And I said that second part there, the one with the yellow check mark, please let's apply that to longevity. Now, what do I mean with longevity? Well, that what every program needs who wants to survive. A huge advertising budget, a huge promotions budget, and a huge events budget. And I'm not talking about a one-time deal. I'm talking about ongoingly, just like Coca-Cola keeps advertising, just like Microsoft keeps advertising, just like Facebook keeps advertising. We need to do the same. And guess what? We can pull it from that $1,450 per 2 weeks. That should not be paid to individual members, and dare one member say that they should receive that. I'm going to come punch you because you're drunk on greed. And you forget that we should always respect the hand that feeds us. And that hand is attached to a body, and the body here is the program. We need to make sure that we feed the program. A car needs gasoline, a body needs food. A program needs new people. Well, guess what? Per single cycled position, this is not just per person. Once you've come out of that 5th level, one of your positions, it will pump every 2 weeks, $1,450 into the longevity budget. That right there, if even only one person is already cycled, that's already $2,900 every month that we can go and advertise with, or promote with, or do events with. Let's put that in perspective. We'll zoom out a little bit. What about 100 cycled positions who've come out? Well, that right there is $290,000 per month. That's pretty serious budget, isn't it? You can buy a few billboards with that. You can buy a few TV ads with that. You may not be able to buy it around the Super Bowl, but at least you'll definitely get some massive exposure of this. But 1,000 cycle positions isn't any big deal. We'll quickly, soon enough, get to 1,000 cycled positions. Well, right there, folks, that's $2.9 million per month. Are you following me? Okay, we'll go a step into the future. 10,000 cycled positions, $29 million longevity budget. What's the longevity budget? Advertising, promotions, and events, $29 million per month. Could we do a little bit of advertising with that? Heck, we'll bring a volume to Facebook, we'll bring a volume to YouTube, a volume to Google, we'll take billboards along the highway, we'll put a QRS code on there, people will pass by with their telephone, they'll catch it, and before you know it, they'll be in tornado rising, yes. So all will be feeding that advertising budget and that promotions budget and that events budget. And the best part is that this budget is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as we grow. So I say there is a massive, undisputable tornado alert on the horizon. A money revolution is coming your way. Now, what are the 3 things you need to do now if you're seeing this video? Because at this point, there is very small group who is actually live on this webinar. We need to expand the webinar room, but we will do that. But at least it is being recorded, and then automatically we will provide the recording to you. So you need to register a top spot if you haven't done so. And you don't need to wait for a referral link because there is no referral link. It is all one link, tornadorising.com. Go grab a position there. There is no payment facility as of yet, but very, very soon in the days ahead, you will be able to pay. There will be other facilities in the future, but for right now, you'll be able to pay that $50 position with either Bitcoin or Litecoin. So get it ready now. Be prepared. My recommendation is put at least $60, maybe $75, because we all know Bitcoin, Litecoin, the cryptos, they are fluctuating. They're heading in the right direction. Don't worry about it. But, you know, if it drops a little bit, so you still have enough to buy a $50 position. Third thing, as we would do with anything that we're happy with, share it. Don't go out and sell. Don't go out, try to convince, simply share it. Some people will see it, some people won't. Some people are gonna wait for 3 months, that's fine. By the time they come back, we'll be all up and rolling, and they'll see a much more established situation. But for right now, those people that understand timing, they obviously, you can whisper this in people's ears, this is a worthwhile thing to do. For me, what's my reason for being with this program? Simple. I'm a dreamer. And I dream of a better world. I dream of a world where people have better health. I have spent 30 years of my life in providing natural health care to people. I also dream of a world with better economic health, financial health. So not only to be healthy, but to be wealthy. And I know money isn't everything, but darn, life is a heck of a lot easier when it is with an abundance of money. And that is exactly what we're going to bring with tornadorising, is a capacity to bring like a light beacon into a family, whether that family has failed so far into making money online or whether that family has already done well. Bottom line is we got a program where we're all working together towards one goal, and that is to keep the wheels spinning. How do we keep the wheels spinning? By sharing it and sharing it. I see a great smile on Elena's face, and that is because she's been sharing it and sharing it. So with that, I want to thank you for listening to my little rant here, and I'm handing back the microphone back to our good friend Billy. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Dr. Levine, thank you, thank you. God bless you. What an awesome presentation that was. Oh, you got me going there with the teeth and the longevity. Like, so, yeah. So, yes, congratulations. We thank you. We owe you a debt of gratitude for this presentation and also for what you've been doing as well. And thank you so much. We love your enthusiasm. We are grateful that you are on board with us. And for each and every one of our leaders, we thank you again. Some of the things you mentioned there, you know, we have, and our tagline is building your future, empowering dreams together. And we really believe in helping people to build that and to empower them so that they can become financially free from economic hardship. And a lot of people are going through a lot of different forms of hardship. And hopefully this tornadorising and our program can start bringing about that freedom, financial freedom to most of these homes and families so that they can really be empowered to do the things that they would like to do. At this time, I'd like to bring Richmond on to have a few words, and then we're gonna stop the recording and have some Q&A for those of them. Oh, and we're gonna make some announcements right after he comes on as well. Richmond?
Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Richmond. Thank you, Dr. Lieven, for their wonderful presentation. Thanks to all the leaders. Thanks to Billy, my partner. I've been knowing Billy for a very long time. Can you once believe I was Billy trained 20 years ago in direct TV, and now look where we are today. I think we know each other over 20 years, and we've been working together since. So thank you so much for being there. Anytime that I need you, when I need you for my family, thank you so much, and thank all the leaders. And I also want to thank everyone for the congratulations on my newborn baby. So thank you so much. Like Billy said, we just here, we all in this together. This is not just Billy and I, or Dr. Levine, or Frank, or Gilbert, or Pastor TK or whoever. It's not for none of us. It's all together. We want together. This is our project. But it's sometime in life you just need somebody at the front end. Not everybody can be on the front end and do what we are doing right now. We're just asking everybody just to be patient with us as everything is moving smoothly, and the show is gonna take off. And trust me, we're not gonna look back. Okay, it's gonna be a very, very fast train. With that said, I don't want to talk too much because I don't want this recording to be too much. So I would like Billy to come on and give all the information that you guys need. All right. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you, man. Yes, it's certainly a pleasure working alongside you too. Yeah, you always bring that up. We work with DirecTV and you're my boss. But it's always good to be humbled in any situation. And it was a very wonderful experience working alongside you, and even up to today and all. It's always a pleasure, man. And again, congratulations to your baby, newborn life into this world. And we appreciate each and every one of the leaders, and we are thankful that we just want to provide a community where it's like-minded individuals, where it's appreciated. And in life, sometimes when you look at certain things, being content with certain things, being content with your life, being happy, and being able to allow other people to be happy and to see the smile and the joy in their face when they're going through so much hardship and poverty and different things. It's just a great joy and satisfying to see that, and to see them in that, and I know it, to see them in that capacity to be able to appreciate certain things. And I know that there's different denomination, there's different cultures out there. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we thank God for your lives. And whoever you worship, and whoever you think that's your God, we thank you. Okay, and we know that you all have a great mindset towards helping people and passionate about that. So at this time, a lot of you all have been, you're requested for the link to sign up. And we were going through a transition at a time because we realized the enormous amount of people that was coming on board. We realized that we had to upgrade our server and do a whole lot of different things, scale things differently. So in the process of doing that, we migrated to a bigger server with higher bandwidth and capacity to accommodate something, and also the speed. In the process of that, there were certain things that, and the domain name had to be transferred. They had finished upgrading the servers and stuff, but the domain name in that transition, and also we had a spam filter in place so that a lot of people were having difficulties with receiving their email and not being able to confirm some of the emails. So, and that's the thing. Sometimes when something is not fully ready, you don't push the button. You got to wait till it's ready. And I take full responsibility for that. I apologize for every one of you who have been going through email problems and deliverability that wasn't able to get it on time and everything. But all that has actually been resolved now. And for those of you who haven't gotten your confirmation email and still having some of those challenges and issues, please get in touch with your leader. Get the email to either Jacqueline, Dad, or myself, or Richmond, or any one of the leaders, so we can have that sorted out this week. Okay. And two things you may want to try. You may want to try to log in and try to do a reconfirmation of your email. And if that don't work, then you may want to reset your password. If you can log in, reset your password, and then try again to do a reconfirmation. If none of those things work, then of course we're gonna have to see what happened. Maybe it got stuck in time, maybe you lost it, maybe it's in a spam and something happened. So we will definitely work on that and get it resolved. So don't be alarmed, don't be scared. We're gonna definitely have all these issues resolved before we hit the pay button. Okay, and concerning the system as a whole, yes, I had some good news. Everything is being processed along nicely, smoothly. It's just a couple more testing, a couple more things need to be implemented, and hopefully we're gonna get some good news next week. I'm not gonna say exactly when yet because I don't want to be presumptuous of anything. So hopefully I will be able to get some information by Monday, but that will determine when exactly next week we can go ahead and start accepting payments. Now, mind you, I'm hoping that everything will be accomplished, everything will be done. But there's some other stuff that needs editing and working on. I know a lot of people visit the website. Yeah, there was some past things that was on the website. Don't be alarmed about all that stuff going on and what have you. Okay, everything is going to be worked on, and everything's going to be completed, and everything's going to be working optimally. So, with that said, thank you for your patience, and hopefully, I know everybody's excited and they can't wait because we got bills to pay, okay? And at the same token, we're gonna have this completed, and everybody's gonna be extremely happy when it's all said and done. So by sometime next week, we will give the name of, the date as to when we're gonna start accepting payment. Thank you, God bless you all. And we'll give it back to Dr. Levine or Richmond, if you guys have anything to say.
All right, my friends, thank you. Thank you for the sharing on this Saturday. Blessings of health and blessings of abundance to all of you. Let tornadorising be the bright light in the marketplace. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Levine.